here and joining us at home. My name is Heather. I'm going to be your host for the evening. What are all of your names? Oh, but you have to tell me your names. What are your names? Megan, Brian, Kaylee. Nice to meet you guys. This is good give and take we got already. I feel like we got a good relationship. I'd like to introduce you to the most important improviser on the stage tonight. It's Bruce Wong right here. In addition to running all of the lights and the sound effects that you'll see tonight, Bruce is toggling in between like 4 or 5 different cameras and live streaming it. He's really talented. So let's give Bruce another round of applause. All right, guys, so everything you're going to see tonight is completely made up on the spot based on suggestions from you guys. So we'll practice getting a few of those right now. So let's see, how about on the count of 3, yell out for me a name of a pet you've ever had. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Zoe. Very good. Zoe is a good dog or cat name. And how about this? What did you want to be when you grew up? Doctor. How'd that work out for you? We can move on. Great. Those are just the kind of suggestions we're going to be going for. Give yourselves a round of applause and keep it going for the cast of the show. Tonight we'd like to start by telling you a story that has never existed before. In order to do that, we need a title for that story. So maybe something like Grandma Had an Off Day, or
Kiss the Giraffe.
Kiss the Giraffe. That's perfect. We take you to chapter 1 of Kiss the Giraffe.
Lorraine loved her job at the zoo. She could care for all of the animals, but her favorite animal was the lanky, tall-necked giraffe, Baba Goose.
Was his name. And Lorraine used to go and eat her lunch sitting next to his little pen, and she would wink at
Baba Goose every single time she took a bite of her sandwich. In fact, she used to share her sandwich with Baba Goose until one day he ate the whole sandwich, and then she had to pull back because she was still hungry.
She was very hungry that day, and she had to actually go to the kiosk and be like,
Hey, can I get a sandwich here? I'm really hungry and I don't
think I'm gonna survive my next shift because, man, I feel
woozy and I feel lightheaded.
And the giraffe is the bane of my existence today. So they gave her
a sandwich, but it was not the best sandwiches. In fact, it was the worst one
under the sun. But what she hadn't noticed is that Pierre was working that evening, and
Pierre was the most handsome boy in the whole zoo. He had long, flowing
hair, and he had a beard that went all the way to his belt line.
Great! That's chapter 1. We're getting this set up. We're going to continue now. This is going to go to the middle of our story, chapter 17, but we're also going to add some flavor to it. We're going to perform this in your favorite European accent. So maybe something like Swedish or French. This is chapter 17 in French. Sorry about it.
Pierre was very in love. He did not want to tell Lorraine that because he was a very shy
man. And so he said, Lorraine, mi amor, I wish that
we would be alone together in the encampment in the zoo. And so he decided
to make a tent in one of the pens.
That way they could have a good romantic picnic together. They started for the pen, but unfortunately Pierre, he picked the giraffe's pen.
And he did not know that Lorraine had a deep, abiding love for the giraffe, and his name was Baba Goose. And so Pierre decided to fight.
The giraffe, as you see, they were both vying for the heart of Lorraine. And so he pulled a pistol out of his
pants, and he went
towards Baba Goose, and he pulled out
a stick to
try to kill him. But little did he know that the giraffe had been planning this all along.
Oh, that's it! That's a cliffhanger! We're going to conclude now in a different accent, maybe something like Valley Girl or Boston or
nasal Californian.
100%. This is nasal Californian, the end of our story.
Baba Goose and Pierre were battling on the middle of the grassy knoll, and
it was so embarrassing for Lorraine because she was Instagram living like
a mad woman. giraffe, he just happened to get drool on his face, and you could see the drool. It was just coming down his long neck,
And like all of the reactions were like coming into her
Phone, and they were like, oh, dislike, disgusted
by that giraffe. And so Lorraine decided to put on some filters where everyone was giraffes.
And then everyone was like, oh, I guess maybe I'm a giraffe too.
That's our story. There was, of course, a moral to the story. If you missed it, the moral was
when
You kiss
a
Giraffe.
you
should
not leave.
sandwiches. We're gonna start this next piece by sending these beanpole boys out into the lobby. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, folks, what I'm gonna need from you are some of your favorite lines that we are going to incorporate into our scene. So first, I need some of your favorite lines from movies. So maybe something like, "We're gonna need a bigger boat," or
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
"Damn right, nobody puts baby in a corner." Rachel's got that one, and one more.
Live together, die alone.
Live Together, Die Alone, actually from a TV show, but we'll take it. Now I need some of your favorite song lyrics, maybe like "I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name," or "Inagata Davida."
I want to hold your hand.
I want to hold your hand. Rachel's got that. One more.
My brown-eyed girl.
My brown-eyed girl, beautiful. And finally, I need just some lines that you've heard in your world today, maybe from books you read if you're a reader, like "Call Me Ishmael," or texts you receive if you're a normal person, like "Where you at?"
They say it's 10 degrees colder up there.
Yeah, they say it's 10 degrees colder up there. And one more.
The pigs tore that rattlesnake apart.
Ooh, you had a good day. The pigs tore that rattlesnake apart. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and welcome Kevin and Wes back. Now, as they come back, you're going to see Rachel and Jenna scattering these suggestions across the stage, and Kevin and Wes will incorporate them seamlessly into their scene to get them started in any relationship that people have that's meaningful to them. Maybe something like cousins or co-postal workers or
Estranged family members.
estranged family members. Thank you.
Daniel,
oh
you came.
yeah
I didn't think you were gonna show up.
I had some reservations as well.
Because of what happened.
Yeah, what happened? But no, I wanted to be here for the family and just show that I'm still out there supporting everybody, and that the pigs tore that rattlesnake apart out in that fenced-off pig area.
So we're just getting into it then.
No, but I was just stating a fact.
It's fine. I still
Jerry.
run a half-rate farm. Okay, that hasn't changed.
I wasn't putting any judgment on the pigs or you or the rattlesnake. I was just stating a fact.
Live together, die alone.
That's what happened over there.
Well, and it's also what's happening with our family. You know, we can't live together, but I don't want to die alone, and I need someone to help me run the farm.
I understand. I got your email. And so I brought just like the normal stuff. I brought a hoe, and I brought a wheelbarrow, and also my brown-eyed girl.
You got married?
Yeah.
I wish I could have been at the wedding. We just got internet here, so I missed the invitation.
Yeah. That's why. You know what, Jerry? You know what? I didn't invite you on purpose.
Okay.
It's because you bring animals with you, and I didn't want like a hawk or something to eat the cake before, it's always something like
That
that.
happened one time where I brought the goats to Grandpa's funeral,
I know.
and I want to hold your hand.
Sure.
Just as family.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I'll get the hoe ready.
Okay, that's a good idea. That was too much too soon, I think. We weren't ready for that. Listen, if you and the missus, want to, stay for a while, I got a spare stack of hay
Oh,
up in the loft.
we're staying at the Quintana. You know that hotel?
The Quintana Inn?
Yeah.
Is that an express or is it a full?
It's a full.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing so well.
I know. Man, you should have like seen us when we drove up. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
You had a baby?
Yeah, we did. Oh, I dropped
I'm just missing all your life events and, you know.
Yeah. Here, hold this for a second.
The baby. Oh, let me put this down. I want to.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have something special that I want to give to the baby.
Wait, hold on. Is it an animal?
It's an animal.
What is it though?
It's just a chicken. It's just a really old ornery chicken that I think the baby would really respond to.
I'm open to it.
Okay. They say it's 10 degrees colder up here. There.
It is.
You may not know it to look at me, but I am now possessed of awesome power because I have a bell that controls time. When in this scene I say forward and ring the bell, the scene will progress in a forward fashion until I say reverse, and then the scene goes backwards. Jenna will be joining us in just a moment, but to get these boys started, how about an activity that you enjoy doing, like skiing or hugging people?
Dodgeball.
What was this here?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Pete, you can't be afraid of the ball. Coach, I just want to go home.
Reverse.
Pete, you can't be afraid of the ball.
Forward.
Pete, you can't be afraid of the ball. Coach, I just want to go home. You can't go home until you don't get hit. I'm just not.
Reverse.
You can't go home until you don't get hit.
Forward.
You can't go home until you don't get hit. Coach, I just want to go home. Please, I don't want to make the Dodge team anymore. You say, what? You don't want to make the Dodge team? The Dodge team is the most prestigious sport in the school.
Reverse.
The Dodge team is the most prestigious sport in the school.
Forward.
The Dodge team is the most prestigious sport in the school. I know, but I just don't have what it takes. Ah, God! My arm!
Reverse.
Oh, God! Oh, my arm! Oh, my arm!
Pete. Reverse. Forward. Pete. My son.
Oh, Mr.
What the hell? Reverse. Pete. My son. What the hell? My son.
Mr. Jenkins!
What the hell? Reverse. What the hell? Reverse. What the hell?
Mom, it's like this every week!
I had a lot of fun sending people out into the lobby earlier, so we're going to send Rachel away now. Bye, Rachel. Now, guys, I have some bad news. Rachel has committed a terrible offense. She did something real bad. So maybe it's something like she liked Keanu Reeves too much, or she stole all the goldfish in the world. What is Rachel's grave offense?
She licked all the cherries in the thing at the bar.
She licked all the cherries in the thing at the bar. Very good. And how about she did this with an object, maybe something like a laser printer or a kimono dragon.
Magnifying glass.
With a magnifying glass, great. And finally, she had a celebrity accomplice in this heinous act, maybe something like The Rock or Cloris Leachman or
Mike Nichols.
Mike Nichols, famed film director Mike Nichols, who directed such classics as Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Birdcage. Is that him? That was him. And probably some other great works. So just to review, Rachel licked all the cherries in the thing at the bar using a magnifying glass, and she was aided in this crime by Mike Nichols.
Mike Nichols.
Get comfortable. We're going to go ahead and welcome Rachel back to the stage. Now, audience, you're going to be very helpful in helping Rachel to ascertain what exactly it is that she's done. If she seems to be on the right track, we're going to give her some little snaps. Let's practice like a jazz club. Great, and if she gets it exactly right, we'll give her a nice big round of applause. Awesome, thank you guys so much. We now take you to an interrogation in progress.
Here you go. Have a drink. On the house.
So you sobered up, finally.
Don't judge me.
Oh, I'm gonna judge you, okay? Because of you, a lot of people went without a garnish.
You know how sad that is? It's already sad enough to be there at that place at such an early hour, and then you can't even get the drink you want garnished.
Just imagine, someone orders a Shirley Temple, and it's just grenadine and Sprite, and nothing to adorn it at all.
Ugh, gross.
Can't even look at you.
All right, well, I just figure that some people don't deserve that little pink circle.
Oh, okay. So we agree. It's a little pink circle.
Yeah, it's my little pink circle, obviously.
Maybe one is yours.
They're all mine.
Oh, and that's how you show it.
All those maraschino cherries are mine!
That's right.
What are you with?
You had to just mark them all, didn't you? You just had to mark them all like you were sending an envelope to your grandma.
I like to lick, okay? I like to lick all the cherries! In fact, I need a cherry in my drink right now.
Obviously, you're not getting that.
Fine.
Okay?
They're all done.
You know, we have a lot. We have your charges.
I brought
right.
my own.
We have your charges right here. The print's a little bit small, so if you need to look at it closer, that could be arranged.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and take a look at everything. We're charging you with the full Monty here. We're charging you with everything. Anything that we could put in this little print.
You know, it may seem like this is just a small deal, but actually it's much bigger. If you're zooming in, it's like this is a big deal. Okay, I see how it is. All right, I see how it is. You know, I remember early in my career as a policeman, I had a gun, and another name for that gun was a... Never mind, I'm going to go a different way with this.
Look, you're not getting the big scope of the picture, all right? You're just seeing it through a small lens here. You gotta listen to what this guy says.
I'm listening.
All right? He's been through a lot.
You know that character that Tom Selleck plays on TV?
Yeah.
He's based on me.
All right. You're supposed to be a magnum. I wouldn't peg you for a magnum.
Well, you gotta look closer.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's a good thing you wore those linen pants tonight so that I could get a good look, huh? Yeah.
That's what we're not gonna do.
Yeah.
We're not gonna criticize my pants.
Okay, well, you came in swinging with judgments on me like you're swinging a big old dick around or something. That's right.
You know what? Looks like you're done with your water here. So let me just take that vessel that you're drinking out of, a cup, otherwise known as something.
I would like my glass back.
Oh, okay. Now you need something, and we need something from you.
Oh,
So you get
Sherlock
your
Holmes
glass.
over here, a big old detective trying to get smart with us. Well, we see right through you. We see right through to the little tiny itty bitty particles inside of your face. We can read right through you. That's right.
You see my glass cellular structure in my face?
Sorta. Sorta, but it's just through my lens. It's through my lens.
Oh, all right. Well, you got some Coke bottle glasses on your face, that's for sure.
Hey, he needs those to see. Okay? And if he had just one, he would hold it. But he has two.
All right. You trying to put a monopoly here on this fucking interrogation or what?
I don't believe that's
Huh?
a piece in that game.
Oh, well, let me just get my monocle and start reading through.
Oh, okay. I see. So you're fancy. So you prefer one that just stays perched on your face the whole time? Well, we have your prints on the handle kind.
That's right. We use ×2, ×3, ×X to get extra small.
All right, well, you guys are detectives. You should have your own magnifying glass.
You know, we know you're not the only one who's involved. There's no way you could have orchestrated or directed this
I need
sort
that
of
water.
thing.
Oh, sure.
So tell us, who was the real director of the operation?
Mum's the word, my friends.
Here, this will be 5 cents. You can pay it in one cylinder coin. Denomination above 1.
All right. 2. 10.
Go down.
Listen, the
all
thing
right.
is, we had a man on the inside, okay? And he was wearing a little thing, and you speak into it and you can hear him. He was wearing a thing.
He was wearing a microphone.
Yeah, but a shorter version of that.
A mic.
Yeah. And
Great.
you know what? He didn't even just, give us a penny for his thoughts. He gave us more than that. A quantity of 5 more than that.
I'm gonna need that water.
Looks like you're going behind bars, okay? And these bars, they're made of metal. Maybe they're steel, maybe they're iron, maybe they're copper, or maybe they are a different one that I didn't list.
I don't think you said nickel.
No. But remember, we got a recording.
With Mike Nichols? Hell, hell.
As you can see, these improvisers have assembled themselves in the shape of a square. Each side of the square is a different scene. So if I were to say shift left, they'd shift left, revealing a brand new scene. So to get these guys started, I need something that your grandma was interested in. Maybe like the Kennedys or drinking.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories, great, shift left. How about for these guys, something you like to do in the summer?
Picnics.
Picnics, shift left. For these guys, something you have dreams about, like all your teeth crumbling out, or
Being at work.
being at work. Great, shift left, one more time. And finally, how about for these guys, an opening line of dialogue, maybe something you actually heard today, like, I'm running a few minutes late, or geez, it's hot.
I'm so hungover.
I'm sorry. I'm so hungover. Great, we're gonna shift left and review. Shift left.
Conspiracy theories.
Shift left. Picnics. Shift left.
Being at work.
And we will shift left and begin with that opening line of dialogue. Shift left.
I'm so hungover.
That's okay. It was a rite of passage.
Oh,
No, this is a good thing.
I know I want to be a nun, but it's just I can't handle that much wine.
Shift left.
Yeah, they say there's a firmament over it and it's all flat.
I've seen it. I've thrown a ball and it just keeps going.
No, it just seems off.
It just
It seems off.
Like what could be on?
I know, the rockets, they never even made it. It was all a movie set, man. I know.
Shift left.
Oh, what up, YouTube? It's me, Chad.
Your
and my-
ants.
Oh, Melissa. Hold on, YouTube, just a second. This is my girl, Melissa.
I'm your
YouTube.
girl?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna like.
I didn't know he was gonna say that.
I was gonna do a live stream.
Shift left.
This is my stapler, Ken.
I
And
know
if I
that.
see it on your desk again,
Well, this is my stapler, Mary.
sure.
And I saw it on your desk.
Well, I'm glad you got a stapler. That's a good cover-up for when I report you to the boss for always stealing my office supplies, Ken.
Not if I get there first.
Where are you gonna get first?
The boss, I'm gonna tell the boss that
You would.
I will.
Shift left.
Ow, Mother Mary!
It's important rite of passage? Like,
I can't have everybody just punch me in the belly.
She's right! She's right!
This is so much fun! Oh my gosh, yeah! Oh, we got all the lights. Look! Yes, we are gonna be so popular! Yeah, I mean, JFK's head just like flew off.
And he was a lizard.
No, his eyes were blinking this way. Oh, I'm so glad you know about all of this.
Yeah, I got that.
Shift forward!
I told you this wouldn't end.
Oh, you found me. I was just looking for my sandwich.
You're in the supply closet.
Shift forward!
Yeah, and then an alien, it came into my bathroom.
Oh, I know. It's just like a hologram in here, and you just sucked it out. Oh my God! I can't wait to go live again.
Hey, I was thinking maybe we just call it a truce. I wrote up this a scroll that we can both sign, and then it has there's democracy involved. We elect a president who presides over us when we get angry.
Shift left!
Chug, 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 chug.
Alright, audience, if you're anything like me, you went through some stuff in this past year, and maybe you need a little bit of advice coming out this other side. Well, I have a treat for you. I have assembled a world-renowned panel of experts here to answer any kind of questions that you might have in your little pea brains. So Rachel's character has a very specific interest. Maybe she's very interested in whittling or in toenail polish. What is Rachel really interested in? Irish step dancing. Great, thank you so much. Kevin hosts a podcast of some kind. What is Kevin's podcast about?
Farmers markets.
Farmers markets, exactly right. And Wes writes for a magazine you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe something like Cat Fancy or Highlights.
Martha Stewart Living.
Martha Stewart Living, exactly right. Well, before we get to any questions that you guys might have, I'd like to have our panel introduce themselves. So, ma'am on the end, if you'd like to start, what is your name?
My name is Melinda Fitzpatrick.
Nice to meet you. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, she's still going. Great, thank you, Linda. And you, sir, in the middle there, who are you?
Yeah, my name's Levi. I work down at the farmer's market and have a podcast. You might have heard of me. It's called Fresh Bites.
Thank you, Levi. Thanks for being here.
Hey everybody, my name's Stu Marth. I write for Martha Stewart, etc. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, and peace.
Great, I feel it. I know how Stu Marth got his job. Let's give him a round of applause. So, does anyone in the audience have a question that they'd like to ask our panel? Maybe something about your love life or your work-life balance? What questions are plaguing you today?
What should I invest in?
Ooh, very good question. We'll start with Melinda. What should this lady invest in?
You should always invest in some good arch shoes because your arches on your feet, you only have the ones, and therefore you need to preserve them for the indefinite role of your life.
Oh, yes, really good advice. Yes, Levi, what do you think? What should Lauren invest in?
Well, I don't, mess with all those computer, Bitcoin, that sort of thing. I like to invest in the earth. And so I think if you just, go on down to your local farmer's market and get yourself some tomatoes, maybe some chard, you'll be investing in your own soul, which will also give me money. So please buy my fruit.
Stu Marth?
Yo everybody, I think what you should invest in is a couple of throw pillows for a couch or a chair or maybe an outdoor concrete area. You would be blown away with what a few throw pillows can bring to an environment, a room, to a life.
Any other questions for our panel here? Yes, ma'am.
How should I overcome my social anxiety now that the world is reopening?
I think that's a great question for Levi to start. Levi, how do we overcome social anxiety?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I like to talk to my vegetation. They're not super talkative, but I just get right down there in the dirt and I just whisper my secrets, my innermost thoughts to my celery and to my kale, and I think that's why my kale is better than my competitors. Please buy my kale.
And also why he has no friends. Great, Stu Marth.
Yo, I got you covered. I would recommend joining a blanket making club. It's how I met Martha Stewart, and then it was crazy because I walked up, I was like, my name is Stu Marth, and she was like, what? Come write for me on et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And dang, it was such an eye-opening experience. So yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, Melinda.
I recommend you take it one step at a time.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How about one last question that we can answer here tonight for our panel? Yes, sir.
Can my employer ask if I've been arrested?
Can your lawyer ask if you've been arrested?
My employer.
Oh, my employer. Oh, yes. Stu Marth, maybe you could speak to this. What does Martha think about that?
Oh yeah. Well, she's been through that whole thing. She was like, she saw a few arrests on my record, and she was like, "No problem, bro. Come on in." And she sat me down on a huge. It's like a river of cotton and pillows and stuff, and we got in a boat. It was like a lazy river, like at water parks, but of moving cotton and linen, and it was beautiful. So yeah, just find someone cool, man. Peace out.
I think that's the best answer we're getting to that. Give me a round of applause for our experts. Oh, hi, it's me again. I'm from up here on the stage this time. In this scene, every line of dialogue that our improvisers say is going to have to begin with the next sequential letter of the alphabet. So Steve's first line might begin with an A, Jenna's first line with a B, and so on and so forth throughout the alphabet. We'll see if they know the alphabet as well as one might think, given that they're both lawyers. So to get these guys started, I need, how about something a ghost might want? What do you think a ghost wants, guys?
Revenge.
Revenge. Great revenge. And how about a letter of the alphabet to get them started?
J.
J. Thank you so much.
Just back off. Just back off. I didn't mean it.
Keep telling me you didn't mean it. I know you did.
Leave me alone. I took that cantaloupe. It was the last cantaloupe. It was mine.
My garden is off limits, and you knew it.
No, there's no limits in an apartment garden. It's a shared space.
Oh yes, there is. I clearly demarcated where my garden spot was.
Pepper, you have been a selfish tenant for 25 years.
Quite more than a tenant. I've bled into this building. I've spit on every step.
Right, and it's things like that make everybody uncomfortable. You know, your blood and spit is all over this building.
Sell the building to me. Sell it to me. I have the money. I'm good for it.
Take your offer and shove it down your wrinkled mouth.
Under the sun, you told me that. In broad daylight.
Vicious only knows vicious. So I did my best.
Why can't you see that the only thing I care about is your apartment building and this small 3x3 garden?
X-ray vision I have. I can see right through you. You're gonna buy this place and kick us all out.
You don't know what I would do if I was in charge.
Zep told me. Zep overheard you. Our walls are very thin here.
All of my conversations were supposed to be confidential. You promised.
But Zep didn't promise, and he and I don't have confidentiality.
Confidentiality is such a sham.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't pick that up.
Eat this whole melon. In front of me.
Frankly, this has gone on long enough. You have to leave the community.
Go where?
hell is open.
I won't let this continue.
Just take your damn melon and walk away.
And scene! What a good choice of music from Bruce Long. Because, guys, what we'd like to do now, I know you've been wondering, what is it like to have sex with us? And so we're going to tell you a lot of different times in a lot of different ways. So what I need to get us started is an activity that maybe you enjoy. How about something you do in the wintertime? Maybe like sledding or not going outside.
Building fires.
Building fires.
Sex with me is like building fires. You gotta add a lot of kindling first to get me warmed up.
Sex with me is like building fires. You'll likely get splinters.
Ooh.
Sex with me is like building a fire. I'm not so good at it. I try to tend it, and I think I got it going, and I take my eyes away, and then it just all falls apart.
Sex with me is like building a fire. Sometimes you need a little tinder to get it started.
Sex with me is like building a fire. You could do it in the living room or outside on the patio.
Sex with me is like building fires. It involves a lot of blowing.
Can we get a occupation now, like a dentist or
Chimney sweep.
a chimney sweep? A lot of fire stuff.
Sex with me is like a chimney sweep. Antiquated and hard to find.
Sex with me is like a chimney sweep. You better call me Dick Van Dyke.
Sex with me is like a chimney sweep. You keep jamming stuff up there and sometimes a raccoon falls out.
Sex with me is like a chimney sweep. You're gonna get down in your chimneys.
How about a celebrity you like? Maybe something like Patrick Swayze or Cher. Kevin.
Sex with me is like Cher. I'm gonna struck your moon.
Sex with me is like Cher. I was gonna turn back time.
That's all the Cher jokes there are. How about another activity you enjoy?
Running through the sprinklers.
Running through the sprinklers.
Sex with me is like running through the sprinklers. It's best just past midnight.
Sex with me is like running through the sprinklers. It sounds like a good idea, and then you're gonna stub your toe on something, and it's gonna hurt, and then you're probably gonna like scrape yourself, and then it's gonna burn, and you'll be allergic to everything you're rolling around on, and it's really only for children.
Prestige portion of the evening. We'd like to show you now a scene from an Oscar-winning movie. Now, this is an Oscar-winning movie that you haven't heard of before because we're going to make it up right now. And I'm going to pause our improvisers, and each of them will deliver in turn their Oscar-winning moment. So to get them started, I need a title of a movie that sounds Oscar-worthy, maybe like The Wind That Shook Marie, or Grandpa's Visions.
The cafe.
The Cafe. We now take you to a scene from The Cafe.
Oh, I'll be right with you.
Take your time, darling. I ain't got no place to be.
Oh, you look like you've had a hard day. Here, you want some water?
Had a hard life.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll take that water.
Here's a straw then in that case.
You know, I used to know a gal that worked in a diner,
Did you now?
cafe, either way.
Freeze! Kevin Bransford delivers his Oscar-winning moment.
Yeah, her name was Melinda. Her and I, we were something like childhood sweethearts, you know? We grew up together. We used to wrestle. And then one day I looked over at Melinda and I said, I'm gonna marry you. And she looked over at me and she said, okay. But, you see, her pa didn't really take to that too well. You see, he was the minister in the town we lived in, and, well, when he found out that Melinda and I had been wrestling all those years, he up and sent her away to a nun place. And I tried to track her down, but by the time I got to her, she was already married to the Lord.
Love. Freeze! Belgian Tet delivers his Oscar-winning moment.
Love. I was in that trap once. That's right. When I was a young man, I fell in love with a beautiful woman. But she didn't love me. She said I was ugly. It's probably because of my facial scars. And that hurt. It gave me soul scars. And I ain't been right since. Now I just bash love. Screw it. Anytime I see a Valentine's Day card, I just throw it on the ground. I see those boxes of little hearts, I just shake them up, and I throw them in the trash, because who the hell wants to eat those anyway? That's right. I hate love. I break up weddings. That's what I do. That's what I'm off to next. I'm gonna go break off some beautiful couple, because fuck them.
Now, wait a minute. You've been coming in here for 10 years. Coffee. And I've seen you sitting in that corner all that time, sulking. Just sulking. Sulking like a baby.
Freeze! Rachel Michaela delivers her Oscar-winning performance.
And what you fail to remember is that we are all in this together. All of us. We are all here as one. I can't tell you how many times I've gone outside and just looked at the cars passing by wondering maybe someone's going to stop and rescue me away from this life. But then I remember who would serve you your pie? Who would heat your SpaghettiOs? And who would be here for the strangers that walk in who need a friendly face? We have to keep going. If we don't, well then we're just like them. We're just like them, and I will not give in. And I don't want you to either. You or you. I got you a coffee too.
A scene from the cafe! For this last piece, I need an audience volunteer to come join us up on the stage. Oh, you, ma'am! Come on up! Let's give her a round of applause! Oh, hello. Would you introduce yourself to the audience? What is your name?
My name is Megan.
Megan, thank you so much for joining us. So, Megan, we just want to hear a little bit about your day. Nothing fancy. You don't need to lie to us. Just maybe from the moment you got up today. Let's start at the beginning. When did you wake up today, friend?
When did I wake up?
When did you wake up?
I think it was around 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's very early. Is it early for a Saturday?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. Why did you get up so early?
Well, recently my cat has become very vocal in the mornings. He likes to tell me, like, he yells a lot in cat. Like as soon as the sun comes up, he starts shouting. So we have conversation, we have words.
What is the cat's name?
His name is Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Great, perfect. And what does the captain want in the morning?
It's hard to say. Sometimes it seems like he wants for me to open a window for him to look out of and like chatter at birds. Sometimes maybe he wants the screen door open. Sometimes he just wants to send me messages from the devil. Maybe is how it sounds.
Sure.
He's been very aggressive lately since it got hot.
I see. Interesting. Okay, so we're up at 8 with the cat, and then what happens next?
Had some brunch.
Great. And
Yeah.
Did you do that in your home or did you go
With a couple of friends. Had some brunch with a couple of friends.
Great. And just for our improv minds, what are these friends' names?
Their names
And why
are.
wasn't I invited? Just some like lighthearted conversation to have.
Their names are Bentley and Chow Chow.
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And you weren't invited because you don't know them.
Sure, that's fine. People are allowed to have different groups of friends as adults. I think that's healthy. I think that's nice. Okay, great. What'd you eat at brunch?
Like little breakfast sliders.
Well, that's nice.
You know. Yeah.
Very cool.
With an egg and like potatoes.
Fascinating.
Coffee.
Great. Was it good? What made it just eh?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So at first when I saw, the brunch spread, I saw the little patties for the sliders and I thought they were breakfast sausage patties, but they were hamburgers. And so that was that was just not what I expected.
Sure, yeah.
So I thought I was gonna a sausage and egg breakfast guy, but it was a hamburger and I was surprised.
Your mouth was confused.
And my brain.
Sure. Awesome. So we're at brunch. What happens after brunch?
Then went home and watched The Office.
Great.
For a while.
Classic. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
On the Peacock?
Actually, on the Voodoo.
Oh.
Right? Voodoo?
Great. So we watched The Office to burn away the heat of the afternoon.
Yes.
Right? And did you do anything after that?
Yeah, went and had dinner at a fancy place at Vernon's Speakeasy.
Oh.
I'd never been there before, and I forgot how to go out because I forgot that you, at nice places, you give yourself some time. We were in a rush, actually, to get to this show.
I see. Sorry to ruin your dinner.
No. Well, our reservation was earlier, actually. We had done a good job, and then they called and pushed it back. They asked us to come later.
So what is, for those of us who maybe are more plebeian, for the hoi polloi, tell us about what is Vernon's Steakhouse?
It's a restaurant with a bit of a gimmick where they act like it's a speakeasy, and it's fun because you knock on the door and then some dude, an actor, and he's in a monkey suit. He opens the slot at the door and he's like, "You got a password?" And then you say it. I won't tell you.
No, because otherwise we'd all go.
Right.
And they're trying to keep it exclusive.
And then he's like, "Are you a cop?" And I was like, "Fuck the cops." And then
keep the PG-13 here at the show. Sorry.
I said a little quiet.
No.
My bad. And then it was delicious, and it was great.
Great, awesome. Thanks so much, Megan. Just before we let you go, is there anything coming up you're looking forward to?
Oh my God, I'm going on a trip soon.
You are?
Yes,
to the beach. Oh, fun. That's exciting for you.
I'm very excited.
Awesome, that sounds great. People in the back line, you got any questions for Miss?
I do. Which beach? Not specifically the exact beach, but generally
Beach.
speaking.
I'm going to the East Coast.
East Coast Beach.
Cape Cod.
Who are you going to the beach with?
With my best friend.
We're going to the beach together. Yeah, Rachel.
Who's your favorite Office character?
Oh, Creed, I think.
Why?
Have you read his blog?
No.
Well, that would answer your question.
Yeah,
A question. Is Voodoo one of those sites where you have to click a bunch of links to finally find the video player, and then you click it and then you watch The Office?
No, it's an app on the Roku.
Oh.
You just sign in with your little account. It's fine. Or your mom's account, or your friend's account.
And how did you meet Bethany and Chow Chow? Is that the right name?
At Zumba class.
At Zumba class, great.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Let's give another round of applause to Megan. We're now going to perform for you an improvised version of Megan's Day.
Wake up! Wake up! I can't see out the window!
You guys, if I could just have 5 minutes. It's 7 in the morning.
Someone open the blinds! There could be birds outside!
Okay. Leonardo?
I'm hot! I'm hot and I can't see birds!
Why can't you be more like your sister? Constantine.
Each of us is an individual. You want us to be the same, you should have cloned us.
Okay, it's fine.
He tried!
And we're still scarred by that science experiment.
It wasn't a science experiment. I took you to the vet. It was for a checkup.
Yeah, and they tried to take out my DNA.
No, they were making sure you didn't have worms.
I can see you, Crow.
You did have worms.
When I get out of here, Crow, I'm coming after you.
Take him back!
Okay.
Take him back! Please!
I'm sorry.
I'm not going back there.
Look, Leonardo, okay?
I see you, Crow.
The crows aren't doing anything. They're not harming you. They're not trying to get in
Here,
here.
let me outside and I'll get that crow for you.
Don't tempt me. I will open this door.
Hey, look who it is! It's Leonardo trapped in his cage!
Shut up, Crow.
Man, it sure is nice out here. I can put my leg up and...
He's putting his leg up. He's putting his leg up.
That's what they do. I'm gonna close these. I'm gonna just close these blinds. And the bird's gone. He's gone. Nope. Okay. Who wants breakfast?
I do.
Chow chow!
Excuse me, ladies, you don't have to stand at the tables, you can sit. We'll bring you out something that's like it's actually dinner from last night, but we made it smaller, so it's fun.
Well, it looks like you have tacos for breakfast.
Yeah, that's what we cooked last night, but we cut them smaller, so the bite-sized slider tacos. There you go. Dimitri, get them.
I also take pictures. $20.
Oh, hey. How are you? I saw you guys are having brunch? It's so funny because I texted you earlier. And you said you guys were just not doing anything.
We came here.
We needed to eat.
Our legs were tired.
And they had chairs.
So we sat down.
Yeah, and then we just decided.
Oh, my tummy was
I know. Little tacos.
Do you mind if I sit with you guys and maybe join you?
Do you want a picture with him in it? So
I just, there's a lot of work that I have to, I gotta go to the office.
Gotcha.
You know, so I'll just be in my room. I mean,
Sure.
the home office, you know, I'll be working.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just like, you know, billable hours, gotta make them.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the office.
Sure.
But-
Yeah, I got you. I'll be here.
Great.
I'll be here on my laptop.
Great. So we'll both be working because I feel super motivated when I know that you are also working.
That's right, babe. Yeah. It's like we keep each other accountable. It's like I can look over there at the closed door and know that inside you're working and I'm working.
We are working together.
Yes. And I'm gonna make sure you're working, right?
No voodoo. I promise. No voodoo. I promise.
Yeah,
No, let's
yeah.
pinky swear. I
Okay.
promise if you promise.
Yeah, I'll
no
promise.
Voodoo,
No
actual
voodoo.
work.
Sure. Yes.
Actual office work.
Right.
Office work.
Yeah. I got you, babe. Yeah.
See you in 3 hours.
Sure. 4 hours later. Hey, babe.
Fun work?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm so
too.
tired.
Yeah, dang.
Let's like treat ourselves to an episode of The Office.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen up. See, we got a big gang coming in tonight. Yeah, see, they're all gonna need their steaks. See, where you gonna give them to them? See. All right, now listen up, you so and so's, you who's what's into your brim hat wearing you striped pants boys. Oh well, first thing we gotta do, we gotta have a password. That's how they'll know that they're in the right place. So the password is gonna be. All right, everyone to your positions. Looking normal style, see?
Wow, we have not been out as a couple in so long. I hope it. Oh, this door. Wow, what a door.
Cop, bro? Oh my god, a gorilla.
He is.
You guys say if you're a cop.
You are a cop. You have to tell him.
I am a cop, yes.
He's a cop.
I know.
boss, there's coppers here.
But he's off duty. He's off duty right now.
Hey, how's it going?
No, this is my boyfriend. But
Yeah, hold on just a second, see? Okay, so quick question. How committed are we to the bit? How committed are we to the bit? Because we're gangsters for a bit, but he's a paying customer. So how committed are we to the bit?
Committed.
Very committed. Okay. No coppers allowed. All right, there we go. We successfully turned away our only reservation to leave.
Got the password.
Oh, they didn't.
Did we ask him for the password?
Oh, hold on, I didn't even ask him. You copper!
Hey, look, I just want a steak, all right? I just want to go in there and eat a nice
and
juicy
all I
steak.
ate was a really bad hamburger taco earlier, so
You know the password?
password.
Password? That was...
This is so romantic.
Where are the tables?
They're coming, see?
Oh, thank you. Wow.
So, you're our only reservation for the night. We're trying to diversify our business interests. It may come as a shock to you that we don't usually operate a restaurant.
I got some moonshine for you, some hooch.
Wait, don't give it to the lady. He's the law.
Should we bring out the girls, guys?
Bring out the girls! Bring out the girls! The girls?
Are we gonna be able to get to a show at 8?
This is the show! Thank you guys so much for coming tonight and for joining us online. Collectively, we're the show, but individually, we are.
Filch and Tech.
Kevin Bransford, Wesley Swinberg,
Rachel Michaela, Jenna Ritchie,
Steve Yosettle.
and I'm Heather Yosera. Let's give a hand to Bruce Wong. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We're opening full steam ahead the first weekend in July, so come back. We'll have a whole live audience then. Tell all your friends about us. We're also going to start some classes pretty soon, so check out theboxabq.com for that information. Also, if you're interested in theater for young audiences, right across the hall, Cardboard Playhouse is doing a really incredible show, so you can check that out on that same website. Thank you guys so